Hello, everybody, the Pokemon community. My name is Brennan, aka Melodics, and welcome back to an episode of the Pokemon Crystal Courtlocke. Now, right off the bat, there is going to be a major discrepancy between audio and video. Why? The grinding you just saw. Right after that, when I went to record the next part, I forgot to turn the audio back on. So, I had no audio for that episode. I have the video, but no audio. So today, we're going to be taking sort of a post-commentary route in this episode of the Courtlocke. Now, last time, and it's so hard to remember what happened last time because it was basically a week ago. We were already in Mahogany Town, but we went around, got the encounters, and cleared out the burned tower, but unfortunately we had a couple Pokemon die, them being Alcar and Machna. But we're getting into our team recap right now. So we have Gigan, our grinded up Scizor at level 25, who has Quick Attack, False Swipe, Focus Energy, and Pursuit. His stats, his attack is high, his speed, could be faster, but his attack and defense are just sky high. Next is Enzo, our Umbreon, who I had renamed from, what was it? Rodin from Bayonetta, but Quick Attack, Tail Whip, Pursuit, and Sand Attack. Bulky F. Dig Dug, our Diglett, who is level 25. Holding the Soft Sand to make Dig and Magnitude stronger, along with Scratch and Sand Attack for its moveset. Crazy fast, crazy strong with the attack stat. It is a Diglett, so that's what it is. It's just a big old glass cannon. Can deal out damage, but can't take hits very well. Yagami, our Lantern, who is level 25, holding the Quick Claw because Yagami is very slow. Water Gun, Thunder Wave, Supersonic, and Spark. Just like a Lantern is, bulky on the special side. Offensively, it's not the greatest, but it's made to be a special-oriented Pokemon to begin with. And Starscream, our Aerodactyl, level 25. Wing Attack, Agility, Bite, and Supersonic, with fast and really strong on the offensive side. And finally, Yankee, our Pidgeotto, who is level 25, who has Quick Attack, Whirlwind, Gust, and Sky Attack. Stats mediocre. It's a Pidgeotto after all. But we're going to our pack here. I believe we were checking out, moves we could teach for our Pokemon. I don't think I ended up teaching anything to anybody. Like, I wanted to teach the Blizzard. I wanted to save the Blizzard TM for later down the road. So, and I believe now we are on our way to go challenge Morty. No, are we? Either that or we're going to we're cleaning out the dance theater. That's what we were doing. And I'm sorry, this is so awkward. This will never happen again. Stuff like this, it should never happen again. But we're going to be battling the Komodo girls. I just said Komodo. I've been watching too much nature documentaries. The Komodo girls, who normally have the evolutions, but instead they're replaced with fully evolved Pokemon, as it would seem, because this Kimono girl had a Vileplume. And what I wanted to do here was, considering Dig Dug is one level away from evolving, I figured he might as well be the one who is going to evolve soonest, so we'll give him the experience. There's 5 Kimono girls, I want to say, and this trainer has a Kangaskhan. I didn't really want to. I don't think I left Diglett out with that Kangaskhan because Diglett, being as frail as it is, wouldn't want to take a hit even from a level 17 Kangaskhan. It bites Yagami, and it only does 4 points of damage, but Yagami's tanky. I just didn't want to take any risks, because I've had experience with Diglett and Dugtrio dying in the past. If you guys have watched my Pokemon Red randomized type luck, and I have memories of Diglett and Dugtrio. Like, Dugtrio was Like, one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Pokemon Yellow as a kid. Like, it was so strong and so fast. Like, you taught that Sting Slash, it would critical hit everything because it was so fast. And when it learned Earthquake, it just became a powerhouse for my team. Like, I just love Dugtrio so much. But that Kimono Girl, I don't know if that was the Kangaskhan Kimono Girl. I don't remember. You're probably going to hear me bringing up how awkward this is for a couple of times because it really is awkward, not knowing what's going to happen next. A Magmar. Like I said in the video, I wish this is one of my favorite parts recording that episode. I'm starting to hate Magmar. Like, the debuffs it's giving on my Pokemon, like the burn and the confusion during the grinding, it was just making me so frustrated. And this is the final Kimono Girl. I forget what she has. Like I said, I could have. Oh, it's an Espeon. One of them actually has an evolution. And I believe this. Oh yeah, this easily gets Dig Dug leveled up. I don't know why I went for a scratch. It could have hit me with a special. It could hit me with confusion. I might have even killed Dig Dug. But we get Dig Dug to level 26. So, Haste Trainer Dudley. So, we got one of our. I think this is our first evolution we actually have seen. We have our little Dig Dug Diglett evolving into a Dig Dug Dugtrio. They're looking all confused at us like, hey, what the... Say what? Group conversation. Huddle up, huddle up. And I was like, yay, we got a Dugtrio. Whoop, whoop. And his stats have improved quite a bit. Another thing. What you guys saw. My new intro. I think it looks pretty good. I'm glad to get rid of that old intro. And after this battle, we battle all the Kimono Girls, this guy gives you Surf, which is great. It's a great move to give Yagami, which I do. And right after this, and I teach I believe I teach Flash to Enzo too, because I saw Flash in there and I was like, I have nobody that learns that new Flash, and Flash is it's not great, but it's still not a bad move. I mean, it's a good low accuracy lowering move. So I teach it to Enzo and I get rid of Sand Attack for it. And we are now on our way to go challenge Morty. And oh, this gym puzzle. The gym puzzle in Morty's gym. People didn't like Wallace's in Emerald, and they still don't. But Morty's gym puzzle, like, as soon as you figured out the pattern, it was nothing, but it took a while for you to figure out that pattern. And looks like I'm wrong again. I'm going into the mart and see what I can sell and what I need to buy for the upcoming battle with Morty. Now, am I finally going to fight Morty? No, I'm heading towards the burned tower for whatever reason. There, I found the gym. Now I'm going to battle Morty. The Critique City Pokemon Gym. Morty, the Mystic Seer of the Future. The Seer of the Future. Ooh, sounds dope. I do my pre-gym battle pacings, as you know I like to do. Never. Can you inflict any damage on our Pokemon? Let's see. Considering types are randomized, and you are most likely don't have any Ghost-type Pokemon. Yeah, I think I can hit your Pokemon. Sound out Drowsy. Only level 16. I was kind of surprised that they were so weak. Like, I trained all my Pokemon up to level 25 because I knew Morty's Ace was 25. And I just didn't want to run into any problems. That's why the grinding took absolutely forever to do. Turns out he did have a Ghost type on his team. He had a Ghastly. And enter hell. One step forward, I'm gone. And I swear, it takes quite a bit for me to actually find the right puzzles. To get to this next trainer, I'm thinking, oh, I have to do this. I have to get to her. It's taking me this long. Imagine how bad it must be considering there's like 2 more trainers after her I need to fight. The struggle. The struggle is real. And this game was oriented towards like little kids. I'm sure little kids were really frustrated. In fact, some of them probably bursted out into tears. They couldn't figure out this puzzle. Mommy, I can't figure out this puzzle. And they'll be like, this game was made for kids. They can't even figure out this hard puzzle. I can hardly figure out this puzzle. Well, you're an adult. You've been out of school for a good chunk of time. No offense to you adults out there. But we finally get to battle her. She has a Courtlocke, which is immediately throws me the wrong way because, oh, look, it's a rock type against my Pidgeotto. I don't want to deal with that. And that death stare that Wigglytuff gives you. Not fun. Not fun at all. And it puts me to sleep. And it disables. And that's what those Golducks you saw me fighting in the grinding, that was annoying because I would go for Sky Attack with Pidgeotto. And I would use turn 1 of Sky Attack to get up into the air, and then it would disable my Sky Attack, which means I can't even use it. And I take another Death Tumble. Okay, I know I got here, and I almost made it to that one guy. I was like, so close. But no, it's like an active rinsing and repeating. I believe this, yeah, he only had one Pokemon, which was a Parasect. Easy peasy flying type destruction. And my Pokemon are getting pretty overleveled for their point right now. So I give Gigan some time to shine right after I fall into the place that doesn't shine. The dark pits of Morty's gym. I said dim. Jimmy! And a Slowpoke, which we just completely destroy with Pursuit. Scizor with Quick Attack. Scizor with Quick Attack is really, really strong. Like, if Technician was in this gen, Scizor would probably have been broken. Like, they would have had to made the Uber tier right then and there. But we get to Morty, finally. I switch up my team for the upcoming battle ahead, and we start talking to him. Good of you to come. Here in Ecruteak Pokemon have been, I don't know. It's said that a rainbow-colored Pokemon will come down to appear before a truly powerful trainer. I believe that tale. So I have secretly trained here all of my life. As a result, I can now see what others cannot. Just a bit more. With a little more. A future in which I meet the rainbow ringed Pokemon will come true. You will help me reach that future. Something along the lines of that. Rocker Webster wants to battle. Rocker Webster sends out, jokingly enough, an Abra. But I couldn't expect too much. His first Pokemon he sends out is Ghastly. So I was expecting it to be weak. Although if he taught his Abra Shadow Ball like he could have, it would have been a decent threat. Next, he's going to send out a Marowak, which would have replaced one of his 2 Haunters that he has. Marowak. Bringing back memories of ye old dry bones. So, we use Supersonic to confuse this Marowak, which it then hurts itself like an idiot. Marowak is literally boneheaded. Ha 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 ha. He's going to raise his critical hit chance with Focus Energy. I don't know why. He only has moves that hit us for not super effective damage. So that would be not very effective moves. Rock Webster is about to send a Sneasel. I don't remember if Sneasel is his ace or not. Like, we're about to find out in a couple seconds. As soon as I make my switch, which I don't make a switch, I just keep Starscream out. Turns out it is not his ace. This is Sneasel's level 23. Sneasel being an extremely fast Pokemon, and one of the fastest Pokemon in Gen 2 alone, I was a little worried, but all it has is quick attack. So I was A-okay. And his ace was a Houndoom. Houndoom scared me a little bit because Houndoom has really good special. A really good special attack stat. So I was a little worried. But then I remembered I got a brand new shiny Dugtrio on my team that I can just one-shot with a dig. Plain and simple. Soft Sand boosted stab dig from a Dugtrio. Oh, you went for bite? That's cute. I'm underground in your gym, probably falling into the dark pits beneath your gym someplace. Dig Dug gained a good chunk of experience, almost leveling up to level 27, which is ridiculous when you're at Morty's points. 2,300 bucks, and this hit me like as soon as I get to. Is it Cyanwood? No, it can't be Cyanwood City. That city in Johto where you battle Chuck. I forget what the frick it's called. But after you beat Chuck, his wife gives you Fly. So I'm like, oh, as soon as I get Fly, I'm going back to Mom. I'm hitting up the Mother Central Bank. But we completely both blow through Morty's speech, and he gives us TM30, which is normally Shadow Ball, and it turns out to be Thunder Shock. I'm thinking all the Pokemon that can learn Shadow Ball could learn Thunder Shock potentially. I could teach my Umbreon Thunder Shock. Wouldn't that be just something special? So I just take the big old shortcut and just jump down in the pit of death, and I'm out of Morty's gym. So we heal up at the Poke Center, and we make our way to Route 32. I believe it's 32. It's the route right after this one that I'm on. And a wild Venomoth appeared. And I hit the A button next to this trainer, and I didn't want her number. Here's my number, so call me. Never. I don't know what I'm checking here. I'm thinking Pokemon that still need experience. Yeah, it must be because I switch out Yagami up to the front. I believe it's Route 39, my mistake. I already battled that guy during the grinding, as you guys might have saw. I take the mint berry from the Moo Moo Milk folks. And we go in here to the sickly Miltank. And she needs lots of berries. I believe it's like 7 or 8 berries normally. I did this in Heart Gold Soul Silver. They'll give you like the seal case in Heart Gold Soul Silver. But you need to give her like 7 or 8 Oran berries. And I'm like, that's something you like deliberately have to go out of your way to do. So I didn't really want to deal with any of that. And I know down in Heart Gold Soul Silver you can get the team for Drain Punch down here. I'm a little pissed that you couldn't get something special from down there. Because Drain Punch being a great move that it is. We avoid the pretty woman and have to battle the fat guy. And his little teddy bear. The fat guy and his little teddy bear. Sounds like Ted. And Mom bought me something with my money. And I'm about to go pick it up as soon as I get my encounter on this route, which I could have sworn it was something bad. I couldn't remember. Like, I wasn't that impressed, but I still caught it. Oh, we about to find out. Yeah, it's a Grimer. Grimer has potential, but you have to level up a Grimer to what is it, level 38, I want to say, to get to a Muck. And even then, Muck isn't that astounding. Like, it's a good physical poison type, a good physically offensive and defensive poison type. But I just wasn't really that impressed. Catch the Grimer, the Sludge Pokemon, and the two of these Pokemon's bodies combined, new poisons are created. Sounds like a science experiment waiting to happen. And here comes the long struggle of me trying to name a Grimer. But it didn't take me that long. Oh yeah, Wraith. I named it after the Wraiths from Pikmin. If you've played Pikmin 2, the Water Wraith boss at the end of the game, and in Pikmin 3, the Plasm Wraith from the end of the boss. But we're here in Olivine City. Hey, look, it's Jared. You again. There's no need to panic. I don't bother with wimps like you. Speaking of weaklings, the gym leader isn't here, supposedly taking care of a sick Pokemon at the lighthouse. Humph, boo-hoo! Just let sick Pokemon go. A Pokemon that can't battle is worthless. Why don't you go train at the lighthouse? Who knows? It might make you a bit less weak. I like how he deliberately avoids getting a bit stronger and as opposed to saying getting a bit less weak. I see what you did there, Jared. Olivine is on the sea, and if it's in the sea, there are bound to be fish, because you know, where would a walrus be if he's not in the sea? Would you like to face the sea and fish? Ha 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 ha! Give me that good rod. And we test that out in the not-too-distant future. And I register that for my select key in Crystal. I don't know how kids... Well, I suppose they were playing on a Game Boy, and there was only so few buttons on the Game Boy. So they would have bound to have selected the select button pretty soon. And here, this is the guy that gives you a trade. This guy is looking for an unknown, and he wants a Sunflora. Unknown being the worst Pokemon in the game, period. Yeah, no. And I don't even know what this house is for. Looks like I was right saying it was Cyanwood City, because this guy just mentioned Cyanwood. So, we go fishing, get our Olivine City encounter, which I don't remember being. Turns out, it's a Wartortle. That's plenty power in the PC. A level 20 Wartortle. I Thunder Wave it, and I believe I go into Gigan, and oh yeah, Gigan has False Swipe. That's a good thing about Gigan right now, is because we can paralyze Pokemon with Yagami, and then we can False Swipe them down. I don't know if you heard me on there, so if you do, I apologize. But, first Great Ball, we caught the Wartortle. Its long fairy tail is a symbol of its longevity, making it quite popular among older people. Huh. And now what do I name this Wartortle? I don't know if this is taking forever or not, but I can't do a thing about it. Looks like I come up with a name. I think. Or I'm just scrolling over the K button. Oh my god, I've had a stroke of genius in me. Oh, I remember now. I was thinking of, like, the Turtle Hermit Island in Dragon Ball Z, so I named it Roshi. I wonder if Wartortle is perverted. Well, that goes without saying. Everybody has their perverted moments from time to time. And I check out what Mom gave me, which turned out to be a Super Potion, which is incredibly useful. One less Super Potion I have to buy. The Olivine Diner, which I don't even know what you get. That's what I get. I get Strength. So, I'm glad I came in here. What's this? That's Olivine City over there. This is Route 40 right here. Let's get another encounter. I know what I end up getting, but I don't know if I get it right off the bat. I encountered this Bulbasaur, which is species because of the Ivysaur that had died earlier. Yes, a Flareon is our encounter. It's a female Flareon, to be exact, too. And I brought this up in the video. I threw it out to the side thinking, oh, there are different Pokemon in the Pokédex. So it doesn't mean anything, but I don't even know why I said that, because that goes without saying for any evolved Pokemon. So, if I already have an Umbreon, would I be able to re-encounter because I have encountered a Flareon on my screen? And I was thinking, well, no, because I got a Pokemon that is evolved from another Pokemon, but I haven't owned that other Pokemon. So until I have gotten that Eevee, I can't claim species clause on any of these Pokemon because I haven't caught a Pokemon that will eventually evolve into this Pokemon, depending on the method of evolution. And I researched it online in like the Nuzlocke wikis and stuff like that, and I couldn't find anything saying that that species or dupes clause applies to evolutions like that. But we end up catching the Flareon, and I know I took a long time to name this thing. I specifically remember this took a while to name. The 25-minute mark, we still got 20 to go. Goodness. You probably ended up hearing some Jeopardy music, didn't you? But I ended up naming this thing Corona because of the corona aurora of the sun. I'm sorry if you hear me yawning a lot, but it's late at night when I'm doing this. And I gotta do it before I go back to school. So, yes, after we get our Route 40 encounter, we head up into the lighthouse and make our way up to Jasmine. That guy doesn't fight you for whatever reason. So, we're just gonna make our way through the lighthouse. And this guy gives you a good chunk of money, actually. The gentleman in the lighthouse, yeah, he gives you a decent amount of money. So it's always good to, if you gotta fight somebody, make sure it's this guy. Then again, it looks like, from the looks of things, it's a forced battle. Swimmer male Scott wants to battle. Swimmer male Scott's on a Chansey, the bulkiest of bulky, at least on the special side. I do it in with a wing attack. Big amount of experience from a Chansey. Starscream grew to level 26. Ah, I can see that you're serious. Indeed. I got $1,440 for beating this guy. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. And what I wanted to do is avoid as many trainers as possible in the fear of being overleveled, which I could come back and fight them again if I need to do any grinding. And this guy we just breezed through a Skiploom and a Butterfree, nothing to write home about. At least on my end. Like, I wing attack 2 Pokemon and kill them both in one hit. That guy, I like Butterfree. I think Butterfree is a really underrated Pokemon, at least competitively, because in 6th Gen, Sleep Powder, you could set up Sleep Powder, and it has Compound. You can give it Compound Eye as an ability. Sleep Powder, Quiver Dance, Hurricane, and Bug Buzz. That's scary. Well, it's also scary as a Voltorb, but I had a rock type out, so I wasn't scared of self-destruct there. So I just do it in with Aerodactyl. I switch out into Yagami for this Kabuto, because electric versus water, that goes without saying. make our way upstairs. If you heard me burp, I apologize. TM46. This TM turns out to be guillotine. I said it could be useful later, but I didn't want like potentially the difference between life and death being up to chance like that. So I just left it alone for now. Had to battle this guy with 2 Nidoran. I believe he has a Fearow. Hey, I called that. And we switch out Starscream, who is level 27. So we're going to switch him out into Enzo. Enzo hasn't been getting a whole lot of love this episode, so I figured, hey, we could switch him out and give him some love in that time. And there is an item here, which is an X speed. And I believe the next item I pick up, my inventory is going to be full, so I have to do some item clearing out. And I think I go down this like an idiot because I've seen that before. I'm like, I've seen that in Heart Gold Soul Silver, where there's a little side entrance you go out, and that's how you get up to the lighthouse. Like, they fixed the lighthouse. They made stuff quite different between the Gen 2 and the Gen 2 remakes. So I go up that like an idiot. I go down like an idiot, but I get back up thanks to the glory of speed up button. Destroy a Ladybug with Enzo really quickly. Not going down that. I go back up to where I was before and up the stairs. Melee with the knife. Modern Warfare 2 campaign reference. Whoop whoop. And I believe you do have to end up going down that pit because there's nowhere you can go right after this. Oh, there's a pit right there. Never mind. And this guy is a Pupitar. This Pupitar scared the living crap out of me because Pupitar can be powerful. We know how powerful Tyranitar is. Yep, right there I find a guard special, and my inventory is completely full. I'll just leave it alone for now. Head up the stairs. There's one guy here who wanted to talk to Jasmine, I think. So he's like the last step between you and Jasmine. You have Horsey, you have a Horsey and an Ivysaur, and some other useless Pokemon that I obviously didn't care about because I just sped through and destroyed it. And I had no idea what a Berserk Gene did, so I just, I believe I threw out that X speed that I picked up earlier. Yeah, I just completely tossed that out. And I believe I went through and threw out any more items. Yeah, I go throw out some of the stuff that I don't need. And I check out what the Berserk Gene does. It boosts attack but causes confusion. I don't know what that means. Like, it boosts your attack but causes confusion. Like, you use it in battle, it'll boost your attack, but it'll confuse you. Nah, that doesn't sound very good to me. So we finally talked to Jasmine, and she says this Pokemon has always kept the sea light at night, but it suddenly got sick, and now it's gasping for air. I understand that there is a wonderful pharmacy in Cinewood, but that's across the sea, like where a walrus would be, and I can't leave Amphi unattended. May I ask you to get some medicine for me, please? Yeah, we head to Cinewood, and we're going to get the secret potion. Its breathing is shallow. That doesn't sound like sick. That sounds like dying. Like, and we find a heavy ball, which could be useful. Like, if you're gasping for breath, that doesn't exactly sound like sick. That sounds like you're about to die. And I remember in the anime, I think I saw the episode. I don't think Ampharos was not even close to being that sick. But we're back at Route 40. We chat up some of the trainers here, thinking it's one of those weekend people or weekday people. But nope, doesn't turn out to be. And now that we have Surf, we can get across the sea to Cinewood City. Something about riding your Pokemon. Don't take that in the wrong way, please. I beg you. Hey, another bonehead. Pursuit to death. And a Krabby. I remember in Gen 1 going to the Seafoam Islands. You could find wild Kinglers and stuff. And they could guillotine your Pokemon. I was like, it's a one-hit KO, so it kills me like that? I was like, whoa! But, not knowing the elephant in the room anymore. Route 41 encounter turned out to be a Gloom, which I wasn't terribly upset about. It's level 24, it's a high level. And I believe I have a Sunstone on me, so if I wanted to, I could get a Blossom right now. But it paralyzed me with a stun spore, but we pursued it down. We go into Yagami and paralyze it. That might have been a bad move on my part. If it had a grass type move, that could have been really bad. But go out to Kaigan and false swipe it down to HP. And we catch the Gloom. I believe it's on our first Pokeball. Perfect, it was. Gotcha, Gloom was caught. Gloom's data was out of the Pokedex. The weed Pokemon. The smell from its drool like syrup and the pollen on its petals is so bad it may make opponents faint. And like we saw how OP Gloom was in the anime. And oh, my gym almost burned down, but you saved my Gloom. Here's your badge. Like, what was that? Like in Gen 1, like half the badges he got weren't even earned. Like, he earned the Thunder badge for sure. He sorta earned the Soul badge. And he earned the Volcano badge. That was it. Like, Brock's gym badge he didn't earn because of a stupid water system going out and making his Onix accessible to electrical type attacks. I don't even watch Misty's gym battle. Like, I don't even think he battled Misty. I think he battled one of his sisters. But I don't know how that happened. Lieutenant Surge was an epic battle. Like, he figured out how to. He finally used strategy for once. He used Pikachu's agility to outsmart the Raichu, who only knew attacks from. Like, he evolved his Pikachu as soon as he got it, so he didn't teach any moves. He used the moves that Pikachu could learn to defeat the Raichu. That was amazing. Then Erica's gym, we just talked about that. Koga's gym, he had a half-assed battle with him the first time around with the Venomoth. Then he had a real battle with his Golbat. And that was kind of underwhelming. And the Marsh badge. Oh, this Haunter made me laugh, so I might as well give him the badge. The Volcano badge, we saw that epic seismic toss from Charizard. And I ended up naming this Gloom such a stupid name. So stupid, considering that if I ever do evolve it into a Blossom, that's going to have to change probably. And the Earth badge. We sent Team Rocket blasting off, and they dropped the Earth badge. So I got the Earth badge. Yeah. Cheapness and life always wins. Whoop, whoop. But honestly, I'm just trying to make a conversation best as possible because, like, I don't remember what was happening in this episode, besides the long-ass time it took me to figure out this name for Gloom. There's wild Rhyhorns on this route. That Rhyhorn would not have been bad. Oh, that was a Rhyhorn on a trainer. That was my bad. Shows how much I paid attention. And this, my Umbreon's paralyzed, which means I can't run away because its speed is so low. So I switch out to Yankee, who is much faster, and I believe I put either Yankee or Starscream up front. Oh, I put Dig up front. Yeah, Dig fast. I keep forgetting. But I'm here in Signwood City, and I wanted to race back to the shoreline so I didn't have to get an encounter right out here in the sea. Do I make it in time? No, I don't. But it's a Marrow, which I've already caught. And now I'm at the shoreline. So now I fish for my encounter. Not even a nibble. Oh, a bite. I believe I encounter a Flareon again. Nope, it's a Bulbasaur. Flareon. Flareon's next. I run away from that. And we get a Kabutops. I'm like, ooh, more power. Like, I have plenty of power in the PC. There's a Wartortle in there, a Flareon, which its stats are great, but the moves that it has to take advantage of those stats, they don't exist. So, paralyze it, got it down to 1 HP with False Swipe. I just start chucking Pokeballs at it. I don't catch it right off the bat, I know that, because it's a Kabutops and it's paralyzed. Like, I don't know why I brought up the fact that it's paralyzed. That should make it easier. But Kabutops is a high hit rate because it's a fossil Pokemon. So it took me 4 Pokeballs to catch this Kabutops. The shellfish Pokemon. It was able to swim quickly through the water by hacking and slicing, compactly folding up its razor-sharp sickles. And again, I don't know how long it takes me to name this Kabutops. I don't think, not nearly as long as it took me to name that stupid Gloom. I did my best to yawn out of microphone range for you guys. And I figured Gigan would be a decent nickname for a Kabutops because the Gigan from Godzilla has like blades for arms, even more so than Scizor does. I'm thinking, what other Pokemon or what other thing that I've seen has like swords and stuff on its arms or in its hands? Then I remembered, I played Xenoblade Chronicles, and you know who has 2 swords? Face Nemesis. So I name Kabutops Nemesis, even though it is a boy. Because the pilot of Face Nemesis is a girl. So we heal up, and one last thing we do is we talk to this guy who gives us the, which is normally a Shuckle, and Team Rocket is harassing him to give it up. So he's asking us to take care of it for him. So we rightfully take ownership of the of Shucky. We scoop it up. I don't remember it being anything spectacular. Like, I really don't. I received a Pokemon. What does it turn out to be? It's a plant Pokemon. It was an Executor. Which, Executor is decent. But I don't think I could do much with it right now. But it's potentially powering the PC. Executor is bulky and especially pretty damn strong. So I deposit Shucky, scoop back up Starscream. Or Dig Dug. And we ended off there, I believe. So let's see. We cleared out the lighthouse-ish, defeated Morty, got to Olivine and Cyanwood, and cleared out the stuff. So, let's thank everybody in the Pokemon community for coming out today. My name is Brandon, aka Melodics, and I will see you all next time in the next synced up audio and video episode. Seriously. Thank you for bearing with me, and goodbye.